Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Bear Evans, the Little Mike Fight Night. And today, we're going to be going over, is Jon Jones re-injured, going through some type of drug issue? And then also, we're going to be going over Alex Pereira, the UFC and ESPN, talking about how he's moving up the pound-for-pound rankings and what some of the top people in the industry are saying about it. So with that, let's go ahead and go about Jon Jones and his injury. Let's go ahead and click play.
Everyone, and welcome back to the MMA Zone. Today, let's get started with Jon Jones sends cryptic message on Twitter. Just when we thought the UFC was all steam ahead for a fight between Stipe Miocic and Jon Jones, a social media post from Bones has folks wondering if maybe the fight will be postponed again. As you likely recall, Jones and Miocic were supposed to fight last November at the UFC's annual card in Madison Square Garden, but Jones seriously injured his pectoral muscle while training and the surgery shelved the fight. In more recent weeks, there's been endless speculation and debate about who and when Jones will defend the heavyweight title against, but Bones and Miocic and the UFC president Dana White have repeatedly insisted that the plan is for the fight to go down this year. Well, due to this very odd post Jones apparently made via X and then deleted, some are wondering if the fight could get delayed. Getting half my finger cut off at the Los Angeles airport. Now if that wasn't odd enough, here's some other posts that Jones apparently made and then removed from his feed. As this video is being produced, there's been no
Right now, guys, if you can't see it, it's saying, don't call me, do not come my hand, Big 7, stop before it starts, and then no. And after all this, he said the airport just cut off half my finger. And so I have...
on whether Jones did indeed mutilate his finger, or if it's just another...
Yeah, so I have no idea what's going on. I looked at his social medias and all that, so we have no idea. But we also know that Jon Jones likes to have a good time. He's a fighter. He's got his own demons. He's got his own thing going on. So who knows what he's getting into. And then also, too, guys, remember, he hasn't fought in 2 years. You know, he defended with Serial gone, defended his belt, barely even a fight. And then he was supposed to fight Stipe in November. That never happened. And before all that, he wasn't fighting for 2 or 3 years, building up weight to become a heavyweight, guys. So it's he's probably going nuts. Does he need attention? Is this real? I don't know. But let's go ahead and get right into the Alex Pereira part of the story today. So Alex Pereira put on a star-making performance in the main event of UFC 303 over the weekend. It elevated him in ESPN pound-for-pound rankings. Pereira's second-round TKO of Yuri Prochazka enabled him to remain light heavyweight champion, and the way he did it, taking the fight on short notice, then completely shutting down a former champ who had given him problems in their first meeting 7 months ago, enhanced Brazilian status as perhaps UFC's the greatest current star. Pereira already was number 3 in the men's P4P rankings, but with Saturday's masterful victory, he leapfrogged UFC welterweight champ Leon Edwards into the second spot in the top 10. Pereira even garnered a couple of first places votes from panelists who previously had him at number 2. It will be interesting to see where the ceiling is for Pereira, who turns 37 next weekend. He's a former 2-division Glory kickboxing world champion who just in 9 trips inside the octagon has rolled 2 UFC weight classes. How else can he impress? Pretty cool, right? So Pereira, the way he's winning, who he's beating, how fast he's done it, and what fashion he's done it has put him into what the panels believe is number 2. Number 1 being Islam Makhachev with a 26-1 record, Pereira with 11-2 record, then behind Leon Edwards with a 22-3 record, Ilia Topuria 15-0, Sean O'Malley 18-1. That one was ruled by the Sugar State Athletic Commission as a win, so he's actually 19-0. Pantoja 25-5. I don't know how he's on there. Alex Volkanovski 26-6. Can't believe he's on number 7 now. I remember when Volk was number 1. We have Adesanya, Holloway, then Duplessis, guys. So yeah, Alex Pereira, rightly so, man, the things he has done. I knew for a fact, watching that first Pereira versus Adesanya MMA fight, I was like, man, Adesanya is going to kill this guy. There's no way. And then I'm basically watching them have a 25-minute kickboxing event. Not as competitive as their 2 in Glory, because they had 2 fights in Glory, which are both The first one was pretty close, but Israel Adesanya it was a decision. The second one, Israel Adesanya got knocked out. They both kind of got knocked out and were able to get back up. If you haven't watched the kickboxing fights, go watch them. They're very close, very entertaining. But yeah, Israel Adesanya fought Alex Pereira for 25 minutes, had a perfect fight, wasn't getting touched. The last, 2 minutes of the fight, Pereira knocks him out. Israel Adesanya comes back, knocks him out. Besides those two, Alex has been on a tear really since then. Beating Yuri twice, Jamal Hill, Blachowicz, and I can't think of who else at this moment, but he is just doing awesome. So, what is next for Pereira? He's number 2 pound for pound. He can do Magomed Ankalaev, or he can fight Aspinall. But I think, let's go ahead, and I think someone said no to, Alex Pereira said no to Tom Aspinall because he's interim, so he wants to fight Jon Jones. That, to me, is best case scenario for Jon Jones. If I was Jon Jones, I'd rather fight Pereira versus Aspinall. Pereira, there's a better storyline. Oh my gosh, 2-time division glory, 2-time division, possibly 3-time division, UFC. This guy just has this amazing pedigree, but really at the end of the day, when you boil down to it, he's a guy with not a wrestling background. Jon Jones eats this guy for lunch, but it looks a lot better to the media. I think you can build it up better for Jon Jones if he beats this guy versus Aspinall. There's a lot more to lose. Just because of the ground game as well, too. I would love to see both those fights, absolutely. But what's next for Pereira is probably Ankalaev. But the thing is, guys, Ankalaev isn't this big, submission guy. Tell me the last time he submitted someone, or that you can remember. Not looking it up, but, what can you remember off your head Ankalaev submitting someone? I don't remember, and I remember him before this 12-fight winning streak. He actually got choked out by a rear naked choke, if I can't remember properly. Not a ranked guy either. It's not a guy I don't even know his name and that I even remember his name. And but he's on a 12-fight win streak. Look up Ankalaev's one loss. He has been choked out before. But for a fact, I can promise you that. I don't remember what choke, because it was so long ago, but I believe it was a rear naked choke, guys. So, I'm leaving it there, guys. We talked a little about Alex Pereira, Jon Jones, and that's all we talked about. Sorry, guys, I've been filming all day. But if you enjoyed just kind of, the quick, my favorite parts of the most relevant stories put into a quick video, guys, give me a subscribe, give me a like. It really helps out. Don't forget, guys, visit buckabuzz.com. Buckabuzz.com. Go online. It's the best way to spend $5. They have gummies, drinks, shots, ice cream, natural, great THC 9, Delta 9 products. There's none of that cheap Delta 8 or chemically sprayed stuff, guys. Just in the notes when you check out, type in BEAR, that's BEAR in the notes, at a link in description. Also, the best place to buy gear, link in description. Best place to buy trusted gear, link in the description down below. With all that said, guys, I'm out. Love y'all. Peace.